a lot going on. Usually, all right, she good now. She good. So how much she like on there is a physical counterpart. They've proven that beyond the doubt. Because specifically, every time I do this work, man, could be a spiritual demon, Satan too. Because spiritual demon, Satan, sin is in the name. He was great to be an adversary. I'm telling you. Goddamn, bro. This phone is something else for real. Phone is working at the speed of a fucking. Really? Fucking same for real. And my phone's frozen. It's devils, man. Yeah, man. Fucking Satan for real. So basically, I was looking up images of a speckled bird. It should show on the live, but if it don't, just look that up, and you'll see what why in Jeremiah 19 verse 8. I'm pretty sure it's 19 verse 8. It will basically Salaki. What I'm trying to say is that in Jeremiah 19 verse 8, you'll see why this this phone has become a real bitch to work with, especially doing the work. It's become a real bitch. Like, damn, for real. Yes, yeah, that famine of the word is definitely almost here. That's that's just bound to happen. Very annoying. That's what this. Well, now you understand how these devils are spiritual. No. So like how they ain't spiritual, they carnal. They physical counter. I looked it up and I saw this. And I thought it was kind of spiritual. You're gonna see why. You're gonna see why. Even though it's a song made by a so-called Christian, not a real Christian. We're the real Christians. We're the real anointed ones. Followers of the anointed Hamashiach. Yeah, based on Jeremiah 12:9. It's like in 18:9, 12:9. Mine heritage is unto me as a speckled bird, the birds round about her against her. Come ye, assemble all the beasts of the field, come to the var. It was recorded in 1936 by Royal Cuff. It was also later recorded by Johnny Cash and Kitty Wells, both in 1959. Johnny Cash, like, look into this shit, that ain't no Edomite, even though he looks like an Edomite. Johnny Cash, he most likely a Jake because he got the flavor. He got, he got the soul, He got the soul and he got the zeal for the he got the zeal for the Most High, but not according to knowledge. He is most likely okay. So he was. I thought I was just seeing if they had anything else, but he most likely was a speckled bird. Like the song that he later recorded. But if you judge mainly by appearance, you wouldn't be able to tell that. Hold up, Akim. Hold up. Let me think of another verse. Man, Johnny Cash most likely, based off of that, you could tell he goes back to our people. Fucking Satan. Ah, shit, Salakio. Con. John 7, verse 24. Let me get that. Let me see if there are any comments on the live, because I can't see them unless I'm on the app. So let me check that. Yeah, ain't no comments. Getting sleepy for real. Hold up. Damn, man, this fucking phone. Satan is slowing my phone down all the way. Real. What? It's a glitch. Hold up. Man, that was a weird glitch. Hold on. We get John chapter 7. Fucking Satan. Con. Yeah, it was talking about the appearance of the situation, but it applies here too, because it was talking about, yeah, about the appearance of the situation, because he healed a man on the Sabbath. But they circumcised a dude on the Sabbath day, pretty much. But let me just get to the point. John chapter 7, verse 24, because it applies here too. Judge not according to the appearance, but judge the righteous judgment. Yahushua himself told us to do that, so we don't judge according to appearance. And also in Isaiah chapter 11, it tells us that people are gonna be, our people are scattered everywhere. And again, like as I said before, our people did not stay pure blooded, wherever they went. Okay, and stayed there for generations there, and you expect them to be pure blooded. The curses hit them and everything. So called pure blooded, right? Nah, it's not what happened. Isaiah 11, verse 11, and it shall come to pass in that day that the Adaman shall set his hands again the second time to recover the remnant of his people, which shall be left from Assyria and from Egypt and from Pathros and from Cush and from Elam and from Shinar and from Hamath and from the islands of the sea. Verse 12, and he shall set up an ensign for the nations, and shall assemble the outcasts of Israel, gather together the dispersed of Judah from the four corners of the earth. So from Assyria, who's there? Like now Ishmael, and also the Assyrians, the actual Assyrians from Ashur that are from there, they look like Ishmael, pretty much. So, the Israelites that were scattered there, they mostly look like Ishmael. And from Egypt, pretty much the same thing there. Because the actual Egyptians, Mizraim, that come from Mizraim, are not there. Ishmaelites and Edomites, Greek babies and Turk babies are there. So, Israelite that's scattered among them, what would they look like? Like Ishmael, like either a lighter skin, closer to how Esau looks, or darker skin, but still that Ishmaelite look. And from Pathros, well, hold on, Akim, hold on. It's doing it again. Fucking Satan is just persistent as hell. And from Pathros, showed y'all where that was at. That's in that same area. Guess what? How they most likely would look. Like Ishmael. And from Cush, this Ham, they look like them Hamites, which they wouldn't look that different from original looking Jakes since we were compared to the Hamites, but they would still kind of look like Hamite. I mean, they still have a different sort of facial features. With the Hamites that look mostly ye children of the, are ye not children of the Ethiopians unto me? And then, of course, those Egyptians, because Moses looked like an Egyptian. But anyways, they would have more of that Hamitic look, because they do have different facial features. A lot of them, especially Canaan, which is southern and east Africans. They're majority Canaan, and they do have different kind of facial features than West Africans, which are mostly Judah, Benjamin, and Levi. So not all of our people that went to West Africa, that fled into Africa, eventually making their way to West Africa. Not all of our people got sold to Esau. Some of them remained in the hands of these Hamites, and they stayed over there. They are catching the curses over there too. Wherever Jake at, they're catching the curses. Hold on, hold on, hold on, hold on, hold on. It's doing it again. Hold on, hold on. All right, Khan. So, and from from Elam, there's East Indians, Pakistanis, Afghans, Iranians. You get the picture. A lot of them are gonna look like Elam. You have some pockets of Israelite foreigners that look more like original looking Jakes. Like some of the untouchables look more like the original looking Jakes. How they act and all that. Where like how their society is, the shit they gone through. A lot of them are Jakes. How they party, for example. There's a video I saw from a hobby party versus a Mexican party, and it's basically the same shit. Basically, except with hobby type music. But they're Jakes. They're Jakes. And from Shinar, that's where ancient Babylon was. It's Iraq. That's another name for ancient Babylon, I'm pretty sure. That's Iraq. So they would mostly look like Ishmael. You do have some Israelite foreigners actually look more like original looking Jakes in these areas. But the speckled birds, we're talking about speckled birds, they look like Ishmael pretty much. Because when we talk about speckled birds, we mean the Israelites that don't look like that. They're not original looking. They don't have the archetypical Jake look, pretty much. And from Hamad and from the islands of the sea. So from all these different areas of the world, of course, islands of the sea, where Japhet is. What are they gonna look like? Mostly Japhet. One of them Polynesians. And Filipinos. A lot of Israelites are scattered in the Philippines. You had Ishkar that was taken over there. So-called Mexicans that were taken over there. A lot of them are there to this day. So you have Ishkar there. And you have Judah, you have the Moros. You have Judah over there. They've been catching hell. They've been catching hell. They actually converted Islam. They converted Islam. That's because they was being oppressed by the Catholics. They converted Islam, and just like the Moors did, the Moors over there did too. And just like some Judites did have done here in America, that worshiping that the god of stone, god of water, god of stone, when they choose to worship the god of stone, and as well as jakes that came from other areas. There was some jakes that may came from the Chinese, from land of Moab, that they were scattered there before. Then they got scattered to the Philippines. They got brought over there. Some of those Chinese, so-called Chinese laborers, they had some Moab. There's a lot of Moabites that came over there too. Some are Jake though. Never fit the curses, because wherever, as Jake tries to flee from the curses, go to somewhere else, thinking he's gonna escape. But these curses shall overtake thee, shall pursue thee and overtake thee. So you can't run from them. As long as you're under them, you can't run from them. So as an example of that, as well as these different islands in the Mediterranean where Japheth used to live and Esau took over, scattered there. All around the world, from four corners of the earth, to the north, to the south, to the east, and to the west, Israel was scattered. And the remnant is gonna come out of all these nations. It tells you not into